Hey, welcome to my channel and to another meal prep. Boy, today is an easy one. There are two recipes I've already made before. I like them, that's why I'm making them again. First we have a Whopper Salad. It's a recipe I came up with because I'm not a big fan of the Big Mac salad. And I know that's a big hit with everybody. I like a Whopper. I'm like, well, wonder if I can make a Whopper salad. So I came up with what I think is something that tastes so much like a Whopper, it's not even funny. To me, it does anyway. Then I'm making Pound Droppers lemon cheesecake. In both of these recipes, I've already stated, it really should be a 2-day video, but I just want to get my video done today so I can enjoy the rest of my weekend. You will know what a cooled cheesecake would look like and how to cut it in pieces. You will know that. So I don't need to wait till tomorrow to show you that. You will know what grilled hamburger patties will look like. So I don't need to show you that. I will say, I forgot to say in the video, when you grill or cook the hamburger patties, I would keep them a little underdone because you're going to reheat it in the microwave and you don't want to dry it out. Especially if you're using a leaner meat, which most likely if we're on a weight loss journey, we are using a leaner meat. Not the good, fatty, delicious chuck. So I just wanted to mention that. Well, that's all I did today. So that's it. It's easy. Eating breakfast something different every day so I didn't have a breakfast to prep. So that's all there is to it. So with that being said, we'll just turn around and start cooking. We're going to start on Pound Droppers lemon cheesecake. Now I've tweaked it a little bit. We'll talk about that as we go, but I'm not going to put this on my website. I will just link it below straight to her website. So we want to start with 3 eggs and then 3 tablespoons of your favorite 0 calorie, 0 point, whatever you want to look at it, sweetener. I've got the Truvia Sweet Complete. That's my favorite these days. And then 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. She calls for fresh. I just use the bottled. It's just as good to me. And then you can add lemon extract if you want to. I'm going to use this. And it's in Italian. Ro over at Rodi sent this to me. And I can tell it's you see the viscosity of it? It's thicker than just a pure liquid. So I don't know. I can't tell from the package how much to use, how strong it is, but I'm thinking, it's a little stopper. Hold on. There we go. A drop will do. Or, you know what I mean? I'm just going to eyeball. But if you use extract, please don't dump out on me. Hold on, let me get a toothpick. Okay, let me see if I can poke a little air bubble in there. But if you use extract, lemon extract, use 1/4 teaspoon. I'm scared to... There it's coming. So I'm just going to drop some in like that. I don't know. I don't know if that is... what did I do with my lid? Y'all, here you go. I don't know. It smells delicious, I can tell you that much. So, now here's the part. You can do what you want to do. I learned over trial and error over the years. I've been making these for a couple years now. Use a hand mixer. When you get that yogurt in there, it gets thick and your arm gets tired. So we're going to start by mixing this together. Okay, now we're going to add the yogurt. She suggests, I also learned over trial and error, Faglie or Chobani is definitely the best for this recipe because they are thicker. They just are thicker. Now, it calls, I don't know if you can see how thick that is. The recipe calls for 3 cups. This is 3 cups and 3/4. I usually always measure out 3 cups. One time I did the whole container before, and it seems like, I didn't like that. It was too much. But her recipe, which I have never ever noticed, maybe it's just on her earlier recipes, and I'll tell you why this is one of the earlier ones. But she says you can use up to 5 cups of yogurt for a thicker slice. So I'm thinking this little 3/4 of a cup, not to have left over, will be fine. So use your judgment. 3 cups or the whole container of Fayette or Chobani. 1 box of sugar-free instant pudding. Lemon, vanilla, or cheesecake. I can't find lemon anywhere anymore. This is 1 box I happen to have left from when I had stocked up at one point. So I'm going to go ahead and use it up. Be the last one I'm sure that I'll use, because I imagine if you look on Amazon, it would probably be $25. And then this is the part that she adds to her later cheesecakes that was not added to this. Cake mix, 3 tablespoons of cake mix, and you do the matching cake mix to the cheesecake that you're making. I wouldn't skip this step. It really does, I think, make a difference in the texture. So I have a lemon cake, and I have 3 tablespoons of the cake mix. And then that is all the ingredients. We just want to mix it until it's completely combined. Now, typically, you would use a 9-inch springform pan. I don't have one, so I use this. It is a 10-inch corningware dish. This is what I've always used. It just gives you 9 square pieces instead of how many ever slices you want. And it's a little thinner. It's an inch more round, but it's never bothered me before. So we just want to add all our cheesecake. Ooh, this is heavy. Smooth out the top. This will bake in a 350 degree oven for 30 minutes. You know how recipes say 30 minutes or until done or until this or that. I've never had to change the time. What I'm trying to say is every cheesecake I have ever made has come out perfect at 30 minutes. So that's when I set my timer. I don't even check it. I just know that once it sets up, it's going to be perfect. So knock on wood. Same with this one. 350, 30 minutes. Here is the cheesecake fresh out of the oven. You can see it's got a little give to it. It rose up pretty good. As it cools, it's going to sink. And as it's refrigerated overnight, it's going to get flat, and there'll probably be some cracks on it. If it's like mine, there'll be some cracks across the top, but that's perfectly fine. It's never hurt the taste. When this cools, I'm not going to show you tomorrow because I just want to get my video done today. That's the only reason. It'll look like this, only sunken down some. After it cools enough to put in the fridge, cover it. Now, I use a paper towel first. I have found that's another trial and error, that if it's not completely cool and you get it covered with some plastic wrap, there's going to be condensation. It's going to drip down on your cheesecake, and that's not good. So I put a paper towel, and I use this. I've had this for several years now. I found it at Trader Joe's. It's beeswax coated cloth, and this pan and this cloth stays together because it's the only thing I ever use it for is cheesecake. And this, warm it up a little bit, and it molds around the edges, and you can just reuse it, wipe it off. I don't know if Trader Joe's still sells it because, like I said, it's been a couple years at least since I found it. So that's what you're going to do. Cool it, cover it, refrigerate it overnight before you serve it. While the cheesecake is baking, we're going to make the croutons for our Whopper salad. And they cook at 350 the same. So take 1 piece of your favorite bread per salad. I'm making, this bread is so fresh, it's hard to cut. But I'm making 4 salads, so I'm using 4 pieces of bread. Actually, I'm using the heel piece. I figured that's a good way to get rid of it because I don't like to eat it on a sandwich. But this will be our bun element. All right, now put them on a big baking sheet. We're going to spray them with a little, I use avocado oil spray. Use whatever kind. I imagine you could use cooking spray if you wanted to. You just want something to give them a little bit of crisp and maybe help these sesame seeds stick a little bit. So we just want to sprinkle liberally, because you see most of them are going on the baking sheet. Now, I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember if when I made this recipe up, I put sesame seeds on the croutons, and I've not had a Whopper in so long. I don't even remember if they have sesame seeds on their buns or not. But I'll tell you what, it makes it good. So I don't think I would skip that part. Now we're going to pop these in the oven. Mine took like 10 minutes. 5 minutes I stirred it around, and another 5 minutes, and they're just nice and crispy. You don't want them too hard to chew, just a nice crisp on them. Now we'll make these Whopper salads. You can see in the back I've already got 4 bowls of lettuce. Use any kind of lettuce. Let me see. I got half an onion. Let's see which way to do it. I want these in like little slices. You can do them however you want, but I just think a little slice mimics the burger a little bit more. Kind of hard to keep them together. And I'm going to try to cut this in half. Let me see if I can take that little end. And then we'll have about 1/8 of an onion per salad. And you can do how much ever you want. I'm just trying to be even. Next thing I want is 1 little mini dill pickle per salad. And you can use them already sliced up if you want to. Chop them, but this is how I choose to do it. Then finally, we want a tomato. I wanted the little, what they call sprinkles, to just like half them, and I forgot to buy them at the store, so I just used regular tomatoes last time I made it, and it was fine. I just wanted to make it less messy. That's all. And you can peel your tomato if you want to. Now just evenly divide the tomatoes. Now we want to make our dressing. I have 8 tablespoons of mayonnaise. I'm using Duke's Light because now that I'm counting weekly points, I need to save some. Normally I would use my good old regular Duke's. But anyway, use your favorite mayonnaise and your favorite ketchup. I would use sugar-free because I have some on hand, but I don't really have room in my refrigerator right now for another ketchup. There's just so much stuff in there. So I'm just using regular. And all we want to do is mix it together. Okay, now let me just tell you, do not be tempted to jazz this up, because there's nothing on a Whopper except for mayonnaise and ketchup. There's no pickle, relish, vinegar, nothing. There's not special sauce. It's mustard and mayonnaise and ketchup. That's why I made this, and I think it's the perfect combination to taste like you're eating a Whopper. So don't be tempted to fix it up. Just trust me on this and leave it like it is. Now, I have these little applesauce cups. I saved these. These are the same old ones. I don't know what the date on there. It said this applesauce runs out in 20. Does that say 20? So if it run out in 20, I've had them before that. These are perfect for, I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So I'm just going to eyeball 4 servings. And this serving size is just a little over 2 tablespoons. Because there's 8 tablespoons of dressing. So divided by 4, that's a little over 2. Now, take one, just make you a little corner in your salad, and just nestle it right down in there. That way, it is in the fridge, and it's not taking up that valuable real estate that I was just talking about. You can also use these for bento boxes. I use them like when I make little snack boxes to maybe put cottage cheese in it, or yogurt, or pudding, or something like that, or something that you don't want mixed in with everything else. So there is the salad. Here are the croutons. Listen. Hear how crispy they got? That was 10 minutes. 5 minutes stir, 5 more minutes, done. Got a little bit of brown on them. They dried out. They're perfect. And you can see some of the sesame seeds did stick, so we got lucky on that. Now, I'll just keep these, cover them, and keep them at room temperature. The only thing you're not seeing with these salads is the actual hamburger patty. We're not grilling until tomorrow. This is Saturday. And like I was saying on the cheesecake, I don't want to wait to do my video tomorrow. I just want to get it done and just be done with it for the weekend. I think you know what a hamburger patty looks like. If you can't grill it out, the grill part adds to the salad because the Whoppers are grilled. I have it on my recipe on my website. I think I stated to, when you're frying your burger, then put some water in it, some liquid smoke, probably cover it, and let that smoke flavor kind of impermeate that meat. That way you could maybe get some smoke flavor on it if you're not able to grill. Even if you can't grill, just go ahead and try the salad if you like a Whopper. Just because the toppings and the dressing, even without a grilled burger, with it just plain fried, you will still think you're eating a Whopper. If you don't, I apologize, but I'm going to tell you, I think you are. So, but I'm not even going to bring my cheesecake over here. You saw what the cheesecake looked like. I told you what it will look like after tomorrow. These will look like this with these served on top. And I warm the burger separately and then chop it up and put it on top. Add the dressing, and there you go. So that's what I'm making this week. I will eat just regular breakfast, whatever I have planned. I can't remember. Every day's different. And so that will do it for me for this video. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend. We're supposed to have just beautiful weather in the 80s. Just no rain, just beautiful weather. So I hope where you're at, I don't know, some of you might be getting snow. But I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you on my next video.